Okay, so I want to talk about self growth. So, with me, over the last couple of months or so, I've had a lot of things happen and a lot of things change for me. And when I say change for me, I mean even to the people that I want to associate with, that I call my friends to. I want to do something different with my career. I want to move. I've changed my mind about a whole lot of stuff based on past experiences. So, personal growth usually stems from things you experience and that you don't want to experience again. So, today is going to be a story time for me. Stay tuned. So, the first thing that I've learned about myself was that I always have a tendency to try to fix people. So that doesn't mean just my friends. It means like people that I date, people that I work with. I always, try to look at them as not a project, but okay, if I see they have an issue or they have issues, then I'm going to try to intervene and give them suggestions. But meanwhile, I'm trying to fix them. And that hasn't worked for me at all throughout my adult life, because when you're always trying to solve other people's problems and you're always the person that has to put their lives back together, they become dependent on you. And when a grown ass person becomes dependent on you, that's the worst thing that you could do. Seriously. Also, I've learned that my goals and my dreams and my aspirations aren't everybody else's. See, I have an issue with trying to bring out the best, not just in me, but in other people. So if I feel like I can go for something, I always think that the other person or whoever that I'm dealing with, okay, they can go for it too. And you know what? Not everybody is supposed to walk this walk with you in life. Sometimes you got to leave people behind. And that means close friends and even relatives. It's not that you feel like you're better than people or you feel like they're beneath you, but at some point you realize that these individuals aren't on the same page with you. They don't really have the same goals as you. But let me say this. People will hang around you and act like they like the same things as you like, or they will act like they want the same things that you like just to have someone to be around. 9 times out of 10, you really don't even have nothing in common with half the people that you hang with. They just don't want to be alone. They don't want to feel like an outsider, so they'll go along with whatever you do. So I said this to say that. Let me back that up. I said that to say this. Do what you want to do. Don't try to live through somebody else's aspirations or dreams or goals. Make your own goals, set them, and run with it. Do not look back, because here's the thing. You only got one life. And I'd be damned if I live my life through somebody else. Last but not least, make sure that you always live comfortably. Do not try to live beyond your means, trying to keep up with the next person. Live for you and what you can afford. And that's a biggie, because people always want to make it like they're 2 steps, 5 steps, 10 steps ahead of the next person. Meanwhile, they're struggling just like the next person. And like with me, I've never been that type, but at the end of the day, it's like I'll be damned if I go into debt trying to compete with somebody. That right there, I have like seen this numerous times over and over with people. They'll go out of their way to compete with somebody that's not even competing with them. And it's not about who has the best stuff. It's not about who has the most stuff. Like, if someone genuinely is your friend or your family member, they want what's best for you. They'll never try to compete with you secretly or even openly. Like, they will, you know, praise you for what you have, and guess what? They'll help you get what you don't have if it's that serious. But I mean, that's one biggie for me too. Like, just knowing that I don't have to do all of this to fit in. I don't have to go buy a Fendi purse or Louis Vuitton or whatever else name brand to make myself feel whole. So just personal growth within in a whole, I feel like over the years and going through different relationships and dealing with all types of people, it shapes your mind and it makes you want to be better and not repeat the same things you repeated in the past.